What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Riley's World. Welcome back. We're back again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Riley's World football channel. Yeah, I know. We're here doing the damn thing. It's been an interesting day. Interesting day. Lot of little news circulating. You know what I mean? A lot of news circulating. I just got one myself just before I came on live. You know, and it's worthwhile taking to make the entry. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. But transfer window is up and running. You know what I mean? This is a silly transfer window. You know what I mean? Where anything that is everything can happen. You know what I mean? That is it. That is it. And so much rumor circulating, so much things about to happen. You can't shut your eyes on this transfer window, not even for a second. Not even for a second you can shut your eyes on this transfer window. And we understand that. So we always have our eyes open and we always have our eyes peeling out. You know what I mean? Waiting on the next big news. You know what I mean? Especially Arsenal Football Club, because you don't know. Arsenal business is our business. That's where our loyalty is and will always be. Yes. So big up on the damn self. You know what I mean? We're here doing the thing. And yeah, represented, you know what I mean? The transfer window is up and running. Very much so. Very much so. And a lot of things are going on. Chelsea has done 2 signings today, or finalized 2 signings today. We all know what they were going to be. You know, Chelsea has done the damn thing for Danny Welbeck. What a career Danny Welbeck has been having. You know what I mean? What a career Danny Welbeck has been having. You know what I mean? He move around. You know what I mean? And Danny Welbeck is an interesting subject, you know, because guess what? Everywhere Danny Welbeck tends to move to, he tends to leave a little statement. You know what I mean? Even if he is not the best there, he not leave with a bad energy and he tend to do look at something. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. He tend to do look at something. He did it at Manchester United. He did it at Arsenal. He did it at Brighton. And now he's on his way to Chelsea. You know what I mean? So it's a well little all-rounded little player where every little club have a little liking feel where that he has passed through. You know what I mean? Every little club have a little liking feel that he has passed through. So Danny Welbeck has done the damn thing at Chelsea. Yeah, Danny Welbeck has done the damn thing at Chelsea. Is that he has signed a 2-year contract. Danny Welbeck signed a 2-year contract at the age of 35. You know what I mean? So his contract runs until he's 37 years old. You know what I mean? And what's the other guy name? Yeah. Him signed a 2-year contract as well at the age of 36. Right? He's 36 years old. And he signs a 2-year contract. Surprisingly, Chelsea normally give people 7-year contract and 8-year contract. So you know what I'm saying? I think they miss it by the skin of them teeth. Yeah, man. But yeah. That's what's going on with that. So these 2 are veterans, because that's what they are. You know what I mean? They're veterans. They've been in the game. They're 36 and 35 respectfully. You know what I mean? And both signing 2-year contract. You know what I mean? Keep them at their club until one is 37 and one is 38. Who knows if they keep themselves in tip-top shape, they may get the exemption another season. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how well they're doing. And all of that. But that's the news coming out of Chelsea camp. You know what I mean? Lots of different news circling the media today. Let me see if I can get a run. Manchester City want Geronimo as new backup goalkeeper to replace James Trafford. So Manchester City want Geronimo as new backup keeper to replace James Trafford. You know what I mean? That's the Manchester City news. Krupi. Yes, El Junior Krupi. Krupi is going on underneath the knife, people. You know what I mean? Krupi is going on underneath the knife. I know I sit here and I'm wondering, I've always been wondering, why is everybody avoiding this Krupi situation? What's going on with Krupi? Why nobody is actually trying to sign him? You know where I'm coming from? Why nobody's trying to sign Krupi? What is the situation with Cooper. Yeah, Beaumont says that for sale, but that's just Beaumont talking for talking's sake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just Beaumont talking for talking's sake, man. What's actually the situation with Cooper? You know what I mean? But it seems like he has an injury. And as far as the report is concerned, this is an ongoing injury that he has. You know what I mean? I think the report said for the fourth time or something like that. You know what I mean? That's a long time. You know what I mean? That's a long time. And he will say Cooper after surgery following his injury out and not available for the next 3 to 4 months. That's a long time. That's almost half of the season. Pretty much. You get messed up, people? That's pretty much half of the season. So Cooper is going to have gone underneath the knife, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if there's any more news y'all be interested in. Yeah. And the report said that this is his 5th metatarsal fracture. I'm not going to pronounce that again. No, I'm not it. Nope. No. So it's expected to be out for 3 to 4 months. That's what the report is saying at the present moment. You know what I mean? Fulham is closing in on Caesar from Real Madrid. Yeah, so Fulham is jumping into Real Madrid players and, you know what I mean, trying to pull a player from there. Yes, Nottingham Forest are progressing to sign Ottoman Diamande. You know what I mean? Centre back. Yes. Alvarez expect to leave West Ham with first club to club talks between West Ham and Real Sociedad. Yeah, and so I'm saying big up VGS skills. Big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. Jordan Anderson, yes, the other old veteran that completed his move to Chelsea Football Club on a 2-year deal, 2-year contract. You know what I mean? Manchester City are confident to get the deal done for Ayoub Boyd in the next days. People, days. That means they've been in advance talk with him. That's what that means. That means they've been in advance talk with him. So, okay, let's see what's going on. What else do we have to report for y'all? I'm just making sure that I give y'all a catch up. You know what I mean? And what's been reported. Mauricio Pochettino on course to agree new contract and extend reign as USA head coach through to 2030 World Cup, barring unexpected change of heart for 54-year-old Argentina. So Pochettino is set to sign a little contract with USA for the next 5 years, taking them back to the 2030 World Cup. Should be good. At least now he get a better seat. You know what I mean? You get to settle it a little better and dig him heels on the night a little better with this USA team. And they did fantastic as well at that previous World Cup. Timber underwent a minor operation this summer as widely reported. Yes, so the Arsenal medical team are monitoring him. He was sent back to Arsenal. You know what I mean? I think it's just a precaution. They said it's something that was always going to be done. You know what I mean? It was always a part of schedule. So I don't think they wanted him to take part in the preseason coming up. You know? Yeah. So that's been done. Real Madrid have approached Manchester City for Rodri for the first time. Yes, so big news. Big news. Real Madrid approached Manchester City for Rodri. These are the situations we keep on the talk about now. These are the situations that I keep talking about. Approach. Real Madrid make an approach. They never sit on and walk full and wonder. They made an approach. Coming back to that. Yeah, we're coming back to that. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much. Tottenham keep considering Savino their top priority with Brazilian winger Keane on move. So nothing really. Nothing really. Transfer will land in Milan today, Thursday, sorry, for medical and all of those stuff. Bradley Barcola wants to join Liverpool, and there's no doubt on that, as Liverpool has reported since May. So, yeah, Bradley Barcola wants to join Liverpool. And I've always been knocking and emphasizing and saying Liverpool is the only club that's really after him. So, I don't know. So this is the bomber that I just get just now. All right, so just as I was about to come on live, and the Arsenal, I told y'all, Sky Sports, I'm not listening to Sky Sports, man. You know what I mean? Wherever they get their feed from, I'm not listening to Sky Sports. There's nothing concrete in what's going on in this situation. So all we got to do is just wait and see what becomes of this saga. That's what it is, saga that is going on with Vinny Jr. You know what I mean? I told y'all I wasn't going to report anything on this Vinny Jr. situation unless something concrete was issued. Okay, so and the Arsenal has spoken, and this should be something concrete. Right? Arsenal have spoken to the camp of Vinny Jr. obtaining all the necessary financial requirements and then approve it at all levels internally. That is huge. So for the persons who would say that Arsenal can't afford it, take that out of the back of your head. You know what I'm saying? Take it out of the back of your head. 2 minutes ago, we just take it. Right? Arsenal have spoken to the camp of Vinny Jr., obtaining all the necessary financial requirements and then approve it at all levels internally. Vinny Jr. camp is well aware if his contract talks fail, the English champions are ready financially to put in a serious offer. Y'all hear that? That is it. That is it. So don't sleep on that situation. That's not something to sleep on. All right? Arsenal is prepared to make a move if a move is needed to be made. Get me? Yeah, Arsenal is prepared to make a move, and that is that. We're not scared. You know what I'm saying? We're not scared. Not at all. You know what I mean? So we will do what we need to do to make sure that we get what we need to get done. If we can afford Saka and Sheringham, we can afford Vinny. The thing about it is this, though. Ozil was on 350, what, 10 years ago? 7 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Ozil was on 350 way before any other player even brush the 350 margin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about Arsenal may be stingy, but they're stingy in what they want to be stingy in. You know what I'm saying? Look at us when we went and we break the record for Declan Rice. We just stingy in what we want to be stingy in. So not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. I'm just waiting on the Real Madrid final talks to see what is going on over there. At the end of the day, it's all up to the offer that Real Madrid put in. If Real Madrid going to put in a serious offer to make sure that the situation remains in their favor. That's just what's up. I'm not sleeping on this. I'm not following sources that didn't break this news and try to damp Arsenal fan spirit. You know what I mean? Even if it doesn't happen, we're still okay. We're going to find a different target. You know what I mean? But we're not a small club, we're a big club. So why can't it happen? We have to be real about the situation. Anyway, as I said, Vinny Jr. is not the topic today, people. It's not. I just thought that I'll show you all that because I just got that tweet. And yeah, that is what's up. I'm here to talk about the Premier League. You get me? the Premier League. And what's next? Who's going to be the next big thing? And how level are the playing field now? You know what I mean? Who is in line to take over the reign of what's going on right now? Pep Guardiola has left the building. Klopp has left the building. There is no dominant, like known name dominant in the league right now to say, okay, this is the biggest coach and he's in the league right now. Pep has left. Klopp has left. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody gets a fresh start. Everybody is at ground zero. Everybody's at square one. You know what I'm saying? Watch the situation. Who is going to take up the mantle and lead their team to Premier League glory in the season coming? Who is going to take up the mantle and say, yo, guess what? It's my time to shine. You get me? It's my time now. I'm going to lead the way. I am the one that's going to be the next big thing. Which one of these coaches is going to take up that mantle and decide that factor, make it a deciding factor in what they want to achieve? You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to sign players. Everybody's trying to make sure that their club is the next, is next in line. But who's gonna make sure that, you know what I mean, they're not worried about the line? If they need to cut the line, they're cutting the line, they're gonna force their way through. You know what I mean? You need somebody to bully their way in the Premier League to the Premier League title. You know what I mean? Can Arsenal do it? Will it be Manchester City and Enzo? Will it be Manchester United and Carrick? Will it be Liverpool and Areola? Will it be Chelsea and Alonso? Will it be Spurs and De Zerbi? No, scrap it. No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what will it be? You know what I mean? It's there for the taking. It's there to grab. It's there for you to grab with both hands and just don't look back. You know what I mean? It is there for us to do the damn thing. Will we do it? Can we do it? Are we going to do it? These are some of the things that we need to be asking ourselves. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the things that we will be asking ourselves. What is going to be the outcome of this scenario? You get me? Let us see. Let us see. It's going to be a long Premier League season. You know what I mean? And these coaches are going to have to prove themselves. You get me? They're going to have to prove themselves. You know what I mean? And yeah. I set the live earlier on. I don't plan on staying. I'm too tired. So I'll crash, I'll call it an evening. I'll be back tonight. I just wanted to show my face because I did set a stream to get active. Right? But I'll be back later on, people. So don't worry. Don't worry. Big up on the damn self and make sure you're here for the later on live. You know what I mean? This is Riley's World, people. I'm out. Peace.